So I did participate in the family program, and I was actually very nervous because in my past experiences at another institution and another rehabilitation clinic, my mother came and visited, and I was sat in a circle with my mother to my side and in a big group of people, and there was no guidelines really set. It was just, we were kind of really just bickering back and forth, and there was a lot of negative energy in the group session at my past experiences. So I was nervous for this one, and Doug and Heidi just alleviated my concerns. They said, it will not be like that. And when my mother came, my mother and I's relationship was really poor previous to this. I isolated in my addiction, and I put my relationship with my mother to the side. So I had not lived with my mother in 6 years. And when she came here, she spent her first evening in classes kind of identifying roles that her and my father were playing in my addiction and as parents. And she texted me after the first night and was just like, wow, I learned so much. I understand, how I was enabling, how I was, not playing a motherly role instead of, and instead I was playing more of a therapist role. And I don't want to ruin the surprise, but we did some awesome exercises together. And she just felt super empowered. She was motivated. She was telling me how she's ready to go home and make changes in her life, not just for me, but for herself as well. And, my mother had always kind of had a iffy relationship with my father because she didn't approve the ways that he was, parenting me. He wasn't much of an authoritative figure, so she always kind of judged him for that. And I think it kind of put a damper on their relationship. And she said they had lunch after she had left from the family program, and she said she just had a much better understanding of the role that he played and plays, and she was more willing to take in consideration what he was saying, and she let go of the judgmental feelings that she had towards my father, and they are in a much better relationship themselves now. And my mother actually opened her doors to me and is allowing me to come back to her house for the first time in 6 years. So it's really life-changing. The family program changed my life, my mother's life, and my relationship with both of my parents.